Hello, good morning, and welcome. My name is Liz, and this is Shot for Shot, the show where I take a shot for every movie in a beloved franchise and then rank them. Today we'll be talking about Spy Kids. I realize I do look like West Side Story. If you've never seen Spy Kids, first of all, why not?
Why not?
Basically, these siblings, Junie and Cameron, are kids, spies. Spy Kids. They're all really incredible and weird and funny, so let's rank them. Shot number 1. The worst movie in the Spy Kids franchise is Spy Kids 3D Game Over. I know, I really thought it was gonna be the best, but then I rewatched it and it's not. It does not hold up. I loved this movie when it came out in theaters, but I think it's only because of the 3D aspect.
On these glasses, and you'll enter the world of the game.
It was so cool going to the movie and having things fly at you from the screen, but watching it without 3D glasses is obnoxious. And without the novelty of the 3D effect, it's just a bad movie. So Junie has to beat all of these levels to get to the end of the game, and he gets help from these beta testers because they think that he is the guy.
The guy.
The guy.
The guy.
The guy.
You're the guy.
The guy.
The guy.
Okay, guy.
Guy. The guy.
Guy. The guy.
The guy. I'm the guy.
To think that Elijah Wood got paid $5 million to be in this movie for 10 seconds. Out of nowhere in this movie, they're like, hey, do you remember in Spy Kids 2 when Junie and Cameron could read each other's minds in a cave? Well, guess what? They still can.
I'll use telepathy. We might be close enough that it'll work. Carmen, can you hear me?
When Junie finds out that his girlfriend isn't real.
Here's our email addresses, just in case.
The next time a guy asks me for my number, I'm gonna give him, well, no guy's gonna ask me for my number. The whole last 15 minutes of this movie is just one last hurrah for all of the characters that have been in Spy Kids.
Somebody ring the dinkster!
Did somebody ring the dinkster? He's also just not an important character at all. Here's to Spy Kids 3D and a sip for every random celebrity that we didn't see coming. Elijah Wood. Sylvester Stallone. And a 3-second cameo by Selena Gomez. Ranked next in the series is Spy Kids 4? Yes, it's called Spy Kids all the time in the world. So shot number 2. This movie is about 2 new children who are the stepchildren of Junie and Cameron's aunt, a woman who has never been mentioned before. Honestly, it's really good considering all of the clock puns that they make. It opens with Jessica Alba pregnant on a mission wearing heels. She's in labor and she's wearing wedges. I don't think so. Time is literally running out and they have to stop it from stopping.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
There's something very special to me about Jessica Alba doing stunts with a fake baby strapped to her. There's some cool representation because one of the kids is hearing impaired. He turns up his hearing aids so he can crack a safe. And they use ASL to communicate with each other behind the villain's back. This movie honestly has some really good twists and has a great message about what family means and valuing the time that you have. I wouldn't say to go out of your way to watch this movie, but if you do, you should drink for every time they say the word time and you will black out in 5 minutes. Rank number 2 in the series is Spy Kids 1. This is shit. This movie was a fantastic start to the franchise. It's so exciting, but just so weird. Hands down, the coolest part of this movie is all the super awesome gadgets that the kids get to use.
Now flushing your poop.
As a kid, the coolest thing in the world was that rehydrator making that McDonald's Big Mac and fries. Insane! The thumbs, iconic. One thing that keeps me up at night is why Felix wears a fake mustache.
I'm not your uncle.
We see him wearing a mustache in the other movies. Is it always a fake mustache? The use of Cameron's full name as a password is so cool, and I bet there was some little girl out there with 4 middle names who was like, yeah, you know what, my name is cool, and you're right, it is cool.
Carmen Elizabeth Juanita Ecosca Brava Cortez.
It does kind of have the same energy as Esteban.
No one calls Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Ramirez Atif.
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers that are slipping.
Junie and the warts on his hand made me feel better about getting a wart.
Floop is a madman, help us, save us. Floop is a madman, help us, save us.
Honestly, that's a bop. Floop is a madman, help us, save us. Okay, but like this shark scene didn't exist before, right?
I couldn't hold it anymore.
I guess it's probably a deleted scene or something, but no memory.
Have a seat, Mr. Lisp. You'll be more comfortable.
It's Lisp.
Mr. Lisp. Why don't I remember that?
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. There you go.
This movie was probably the first time I saw a grown man cry, and it normalized it. They were like, yeah, I want to be held by Antonio Banderas. Cheers to Spy Kids and their surprise celebrities. Alan Cumming, Tony Shalhoub, Antonio Banderas, Danny Trejo with the Machete franchise. That's a spin-off of Spy Kids? That's a double drink. And George Clooney.
Gregorio, Ingrid, I wasn't talking to you.
Let's get it. Girl, I know how to make me cry. Number 1 in this series is Spy Kids 2. Here's a short. There's a device that stops all electric things and somebody wants it, and Steve Buscemi has it.
What an incredible coincidence.
That clip's so funny. I love this little kid kicking the shit out of this guy. Oh, these men's is magnets. They look so dumb. If there's one line from Spy Kids that sums up how I feel about the world right now, it's
We're doomed!
that one. Carmen and Junie, oh my god, finally, fall down a volcano for 4 hours. Incredible.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
Who let this line pass? Who let Steve Buscemi say this? This poetry! Junie and Cameron's grandparents are in it, and they're amazing. Out of context, him saying, I love you, to a tooth.
I love you.
So here's where it happens, where they can read each other's minds. I don't know why it happens, and I'm mad about it.
I can hear your thoughts.
What?
So we're introduced to Gertie and Gary Giggles. Horrible names, but Gertie is incredible, and she's so weird. Look at her.
Yeah, Poop! Someone's gonna pay! Programming complete, Father.
Gertie has a great character arc where she turns against her own father to do what's right. But Gary Giggles is just the worst.
Gary's a bad guy, Carmen.
Maybe I know that. I think I can change him.
Cameron, we've all been there. It doesn't work. But you gotta love a bad boy.
You never know.
But then Cameron does what's right and kicks his ass. So Cameron says shit, talking mushrooms in movies 1, 2, and 4.
You're so full of shit, talking mushrooms.
This is by far the best reading. I love all those sunglasses. Mine would say, dumb bitch. This is the only movie with a credit scene, and it's so good. For some random reason, Cameron has to pretend she's a pop icon. She is, though. Oh shit. Taki mushrooms. See how I did it? Okay, so cheers to Spy Kids 2 and the celebrities we made along the way. Steve Buscemi, Bill Paxton, and of course, Emily Osment. I definitely had a spy phase, and it was probably because of Spy Kids.
What are you doing outside of your cage?
have no idea.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching Shot for Shot. If you disagree, let me know in the comments and tell me what franchise I should rank next. As always, be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned next week for another video. Bye!